Oi boys, welcome to another finals prediction video. We are in week 3, the grand final qualifier, and before we get into the action for this week, let's quickly go over the events of last week, starting with the Roosters and the Raiders. Why I picked the Roosters in both their matches in the finals. I'm pretty sure the majority did have the Roosters, and my own reasoning behind me picking the Roosters is just a respect thing. You know, they've proven, like I said in week 1, they're a proven side, back-to-back champions, and I was expecting them to be at their attacking best in this do-or-die situation. And unfortunately, with all due respect to the Raiders, they just never got to that point. I mean, they scored one crisp try, but that was about it. They were nowhere near the same side we saw once the competition resumed. Like, how many misplaced passes were there? Luke Keary copping a knock early. He seems to be a shell of himself, and I've got to say, I've been saying it, he's copped way too many head knocks, and it could be taking a toll on Luke Keary. I'd be surprised if they go with him for Origin. I think the smartest thing for them to do, or for Keary to do, is to sit Origin out and heal up, because concussions, man, they're no joke. I think I, like many, picked the Roosters because of what they're known for, you know, when really, if going off current form, they were nowhere near what we know them for. And in saying that, they didn't die wondering, you know, they put up a hell of a fight in both their matches, which is what we expect from a championship side. Now as for the Raiders, man, Josh Papali'i leading from the front. When the pressure's on Big Papa, he always turns up and produces diamonds, man. Him, Joseph Tapine, I think it was a milestone game for him. He's become one of the form back rowers in this final series. Can he keep that same energy up twice in a row? Boyd Cordner 2 weeks ago had a monster game, and performances like that, they're kind of hard to back up with how fast the game is right now. So I'm interested to see if Tapine can keep it up. But yeah, another tough, gritty, Raiders-like performance. When you dominate the middle like Tapine and Papali'i did, and you've got playmakers like Whiten and Williams to build off that, they'll be unstoppable. But man, it's going to be a tough ask against Melbourne this week as we take a look at the lineup. I said last week that the Raiders had quite the mountain to climb in the Sydney Roosters. Well, an in-form Melbourne Storm team is pretty much Mount Everest. So can they get up is the question. And as much as I've enjoyed the Raiders during this finals run, much like last week, I will be going against them this week and I'll be taking Melbourne. I just think, on paper at least, I'm pretty sure anyone would take that Melbourne side over the Raiders. My head at least is with Melbourne. Bro, if the Raiders can turn up with that same amount of intensity right off the bat, if Josh Papali'i has another monster performance, well, he is one of the more consistent props in the game. I mean, if he does it again against this Melbourne machine, he's the greatest prop of all time, I'm saying it. I mean, he's easily one of my front rowers of the year, spoiler alert. It ain't just him either, you know. I know I'm talking a lot about Papali'i, but they have a solid forward pack. Bateman and Whitehead have been good. Hudson Young, he's been a bit of a shining light. But yeah, it should be interesting. As for the Storm, there really isn't much to say. We know what to expect with the Storm. They do have Finucane in the reserves, so he'll most likely play. It looks like they'll have a full-strength team here, a well-rested full-strength team. I mean, you could then say that Canberra do have all the momentum heading into this one. Will the week off have a negative effect on the Melbourne Storm? Plenty of questions that will be answered come Friday night, but yeah, let's move along here. Our second game of week 3 will be the Penrith Panthers taking on the South Sydney Rabbitohs. The Rabbitohs coming off the win against the Parramatta Eels to qualify for this one. As for that match itself, it kind of went as I expected. I wasn't expecting, obviously, Para getting like 3 tries within 10 minutes, I think it was. 10 or 5 minutes. Even when Parramatta took the lead, South Sydney just always had that calm about them. As a spectator, I just had an inkling of the Bunnies fighting back in the second half. And yeah, I don't know what it is. They gave off like a calming demeanor, and the way they reacted when they were down, they weren't really panicking. Obviously, the same can't be said for Parramatta. As when they were down, they try to make something happen with every play, you know, and you're literally running in circles at that point. But yeah, in the end, it was a comfortable win for the Bunnies. And heading into this game against the Panthers, one thing I will say about South Sydney, although they do score a lot of points, they also let in a few. They're kind of like a short-armed fighter that has to take a few punches in order to get in close and dish out a few of his own. against a side like Penrith Panthers, man. I don't think they can afford to leak any points because they are momentum junkies. Once they get rolling, they're pretty much impossible to stop. As for my pick, man, it's actually a tough one, without Kikau, which is a big difference in my opinion. Man, I'll take the minor premiers in this one. But in saying that, I do like the Bunnies' chances, but I think Penrith will be too good. So yeah, we've already passed the 5-minute mark. I think we'll wrap it up there. My picks for week 3 are the Storm and the Panthers. As always, if you enjoyed that video, be sure to run it straight at that like button. And if you want to see more rugby league related content or more content in general, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you
He's not scared, but brother, he should be. Fuck about a
later.
Rapper, brother, I'm the reaper. In the hood roaming, brother, I'm Caesar. Smoking like Aggie while I'm puffing on reefer. Running up meters, young for feeder. Double apple, blowing on shisha. Live at a spot with the guap I ran up. Brother, push so much he got pulled. Playing with strings like he's Santana.